Okay, it is 10 o'clock. I'll call the Public Works meeting to order. Everybody's here for roll call. I will make a motion to approve the agenda and the minutes for May 29, 2024. Second?
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Anybody have any questions on those? Nope. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That passes. Public comments. Nobody's here. I do not have any comments. Ben? Public Works report.
So last month you guys were given a few different documents, the list of street projects for 2024 and the summer schedule. We'll kind of go over that to start with. For June, we were doing water main replacement of blacktop up on Spring Hill and on 4th Street and Bruner Avenue. Both of those projects have been completed. Chip seal preparation is in works. Last week we got 7th Street and Carberg, all the patchwork done. Starting next week, Monday, we're going to be going through Brentwood Drive and Westport Drive and Fawn Lane doing the blacktop patches in preparation for the chip seal, which is scheduled basically to start here the first week in July. Once I get a confirmed date, I'll get something out on social media, all the residents in the subdivisions, let them know when they're going to be coming through to do the chip seal so they can have cars and things removed off the roads to make that project go smoothly. We're also, the alleyway between the Tender Avenue and 1st Street is completed. Al Kreider's alleyway is what we refer that to. Blacktop and catch basin's been installed. Shoulder work has been done and black dirt's been put in there. That also seems to be working quite well. Looking ahead to other projects that we have going on in July, the road work between Monroe and Brabunker on 2nd Street was scheduled to start on July 8th. Residents were mailed out a notice last week, Friday, letting them know where they should put their garbage and grass and brush and how that project will run with the contractor, and also gave them the contractor's information if they're willing to replace their sanitary lateral from the curb stop into the house and also their water lateral. We'll also be doing an inspection to make sure that there's no galvanized or any other things in the water system, lead joints and things like that within that area. So when that project is done, we'll have brand new water from the road into the house, and there'll be no more lead or galvanized into those homes, which is DNR is looking for us to take care of. That's pretty much it for the roads, other than we're going to be starting our grass boulevard mowing. We went across Nepco Lake like we always do after the 4th of July, mowing across there. Other than that, it's going to be just the normal patchwork and normal maintenance items going on. A couple items that have been brought to my attention here in the last couple days, weeks probably, is the stump grinding on the homes that have not. We've cut trees down this winter. 4th Street, 3rd Street, 2nd, we have not removed those stumps. The residents keep calling, asking. Obviously, we applied for that grant. That was the grant that we applied for this month, I guess June 3rd it was due. We will know in July if we're going to be awarded the grant. We can't get any money to start doing any work officially until September. I'm going to work with Diane. We're going to look at the budget a little bit and see if there's a way we can work with other departments. I'm not going to get too carried away in this conversation right now, but if we can find a way to work with other departments and maybe see if we can move some money around to be able to get some of these stumps ground sooner than later. Just because I know it's an inconvenience for residents, but unfortunately due to the finances, we don't have them to do the work right now, but we can see if maybe we can come up with a different plan or whatever. So in July it might work, bring a plan with you guys to see if we can't start on those projects.
We could wait though.
We could, absolutely. It's just an inconvenience. Like I said, if you live there and there's a stump, I mean, you had to mow around it, it's a pain.
And more around a tree anyways.
People are trying to redo their yard. You know, there's a million of stories. We hear it every day.
What pride, Eric?
I guess see what we can do.
There's no guarantee in that grant either. I just sent you that thing.
Yeah. So, but we'll bring that for the next meeting, just so you're aware. If citizens do call you, they've been calling me, and I've been telling we're at this point it's kind of a standstill, but maybe we can see if we can come up with a different plan for July. But then we may have a better idea on the grant too in July if we're going to get it. So that's all I have for our public works report. If you're okay, Trustee Saylor, like this, keep going into the next item.
Yeah.
Which is the 5473 update. Finally had a good dry week this week. They're able to get some things done. Starting Thursday, tomorrow, they're gonna be starting the final layer of blacktop. This is just the base layer. They're gonna be starting the final layer of blacktop up on G, working this way. The culvert that was scheduled, Ripple Creek culvert, which is scheduled to start last week, Monday, is now scheduled to start the 24th. That'll be 3 to 4 days complete shutdown. So 5473 intersection by the gas station will be closed all the way to Fish Street. You know, local traffic will be able to get up there, but you'll not be able to cross that. It'll be completely blocked across the road up there by Dave Fields' house. That is Ripple Creek culvert that we're calling it. So it'll be completely shut down for 3 to 4 days.
They'll be able to take Port Road.
Yeah,
across
Port
from
Road and
Coosa, but just won't be able to come down.
Correct. If you turn on Fish Street to head to the west, you won't be able to make it very far. So, but and we'll work with contractors. Also, I sent you guys an email the other day updating because we did change it. I'll send another one out on Saturday again, and also that goes to the Wood County Dispatch and the police and the fire. So he's aware that that's shut down.
And that's gonna be shut down for how many days?
3 to 4 days it's scheduled. The project is still scheduled to be completed by July 2nd, weather permitting. They will ask the next probably week or so, you're gonna see some of our side streets are gonna be blocking off more so they can get that top layer blacktop on. Putting on the first layer, there was some traffic that was trying to, time they have the paver and a dump truck, it's only 100 feet long and you have cars trying to jump on between first and second. So they're gonna try to leave Third Street open, but maybe block first and second coming onto the tender so they can get that done quicker. And also we want a good job. We don't want the cars to drive through it after it's done. So I know it's inconvenience to the residents, but we're trying to do the best they can to get that done. So
I saw cars driving on the oil as soon as they put the oil down.
Yeah, maybe we can put something out on Facebook page there that, you know, stay off that,
yeah,
especially when they're gonna.
I got a meeting with the, if you haven't been to the other end of town, the bike trail, I got a meeting with them here at 11 to find out exactly how long that's gonna be shut down for. I was told a week and I called somebody this morning, they told me 3 to 4 weeks, so I'm gonna meet with them here at 11 to find out exactly how long it's gonna be shut down. They're redoing a gas line from Port and into Coosa on the bike trail on the north end.
Is that what they're doing there by Moxon, correct?
Yes, so once I get that confirmed, I'll put on social media the closures for the bike trail and also this project updates. That's all I really have for the 5473 project, unless anybody else has any questions on that.
I guess, I don't know if it's a question, but, or if it should be in correspondence received. I just had a resident, contact me because on that project, I guess the state came in and did some sidewalk work and cut their sprinkler system off to the, which they had in the boulevard, which is really village responsibility, even though that they cut it. And I guess there was some expense for them to redo the sprinkling system. I don't think that that would be on the village.
By our village ordinance, there can be nothing put within 15 feet of the sidewalk. You can't have sprinklers or nothing. So unfortunately, the residents up there have told them that by our ordinance, they cannot have anything in the boulevard. So if they have anything, it's their responsibility.
Okay.
Because there shouldn't be anything in there. If it gets in there,
And I'm
I
sure the
guess it's
state,
in there, but it's not states. The state's actually 25 feet.
so the state's not gonna do anything.
It's not supposed to be there. So unfortunately, that's right in our ordinance and right in the state ordinance. Same as planting trees. I mean, no resident really can plant a tree or a bush. I've got people up there in the construction that are planting things within the right of way that we had to deal with this morning. Nobody can plant anything within that right of way, even though it's their property. It's a right of way and it's controlled by the state, and then the village also has control. So if they want to get a hold of me, I can get them the exact ordinances too.
I can also just, I'll let them know that.
So I know it's
Is that resident you?
No, I have no sprinkler system. If you look at my yard, come on.
There was 3 residents that had them up there and we didn't make no motion to them. I know they've complained to me the cost and I said, well, you're not supposed to be here. So
Probably one of the same of one of the three, I'm
sure
sure.
the one that you're dealing with had $1,000 bill and
That's
that was their deal.
That's very typical through all the utility. Oh, no.
I just said I would bring it up, so.
Good that everybody knows.
So you brought it up.
We'll touch on the last, which is summer projects, which we kind of pretty much went over. We'll get notices out to the residents. Like I said, on the chip sealing, residents on Second Street between Van Bunker and Monroe have been notified of the construction happening this summer. And at this point, I think everybody's aware of what's going on, and we'll work with them to try to keep traffic flowing through town and everybody aware of what's going on.
Yeah, we got any questions or?
I went for it. Lon, we had our joint review board meeting. It went very well. And I got all our projects have been reviewed and approved by the joint review board. So what we have proposed on the last village board meeting is now approved by the joint review board, and it's pretty well puts in place in how we're gonna operate for 5 years for the projects that you all have been working on. That's good news. And actually it went real well. Lon, you chaired a good meeting.
And I do want to bring up just one point on that follow-up is, you know, we have money set now with the TIF till probably 2029. Doesn't mean that us as a board, we need to start looking strongly at putting more money in for the streets, because after 2029, we don't have much in the piggy bank.
I know.
So we need to maybe put, you know, portions every year, because 2029 will come and then they'll go, oh, there's nothing on the bottom of the piggy bank. And then we'll have more roads, obviously, that we need.
That's the 100,000 that Ben you put in every year, right?
Yes.
Right, it keeps on.
So it'll give us time to build up, but I don't think that we can not put anything in there come budget time.
Tough nut.
Anything else, Ben?
That's all I have at this.
We don't have anything on projects or updates or anything? Good. Old business? Nothing. New business?
Since next meeting will be halfway through the year again, I'll sit down with Diane. I'll probably give you guys a Public Works copy of the actual budget line items on it. We'll attach that into your packet and we can just go over that. Like, again, we know there's a shortfall in tree and brush due to the stump removals, just so you guys are aware of that. And, you know, we're gonna have to move some things around within our budget, which doesn't call for anything special, just so you guys are aware. So I'll bring that to your attention in July, and then also, you know, we'll have maybe an idea on the grant. So basically this tree and brush update / budget is what it's gonna be in your agenda item, just because that covers the stumps and then the budget shortfalls.
Yeah, what I'd like to see is, I mean, July will be here next week. November will be here 3 weeks from now. So the budget stuff, let's get all that on the paper and figure out what you want for next year and what we need, so we can have all that ready to go. So come September.
Yeah, normally in July, we start sending proposals for a lawnmower and a public works truck. We'll kind of get those proposals sent out. That way we'll have, come October, have an idea of what a price is gonna be for a new pickup, what a price is gonna be for a lawnmower. So we
And the new pickup's gonna be Foreman's truck this year, right?
We can afford it, yes.
Matter of fact, it's for all.
I got a lawnmower, so it's cheap. If you want.
Well, we pushed that Foreman's truck off for quite a few years now, so.
I'm looking at the rockers on there right now. It's all rusted out.
Mowing grass is more important to be driving around. But no, we'll have those numbers for you and we'll start working on the budget for sure.
Anybody else have any new business? I cannot think of anything. Correspondence, minus what Lon already said. Nobody calls me, so I don't hear nothing from anybody, so that's good. I think it's my resting bitch face.
You know, it's kind of a public works and a bid thing, the grass, obviously the long grass in residence yards, we've been dealing with, working with the police, sending letters and doing the best we can on the public works side to be able to mow them after the 7 days. So that's kind of a fighting battle this year with where the grass is growing. We send a letter, and by the time they get the letter, they mow it, and then a month later, they don't mow it again. We send them another letter. It's getting pricey, sending out 150 letters a month to residents.
Is there that many in town?
Yes, the list have been anywhere between 30 to 40 every 2 weeks I drive around unless somebody calls me. It's been an ongoing battle for years. It's this year with the grass growing, it's getting tougher.
What are we charging when we go out to cut?
$60, I believe, is what the first and So,
Maybe we should look at upping that if that's posted, if people are continuing to do that, it's like big of a number.
and I won't, it's something we'll work with them in the winter for next year. It's too late, but my biggest problem is if I send a person a letter in June and they don't mow their yard in July, at that point, we should just be able to send them a letter and a letter citation and mow their yard, because unfortunately, they're just waiting for me to send the letter and then they're mowing the yard before we're not gaining any revenue on that. That's not the point of it. It's just, I shouldn't have to send people letters to remind them to cut the grass. So something this winter we'll look at is basically after your first letter, and your first offense has been sent out, we're not sending letters out. We're just gonna come there and mow and send you the bill, because that's,
We have to adjust the ordinance for that.
yes, we would.
Okay,
So we
just
just
figured that makes a lot of sense. That's a problem all over.
the same as the snow. We'll look at all those this winter. If it's the same person time after time, after the first offense, we shouldn't have to send them another letter with a 70-cent stamp on it. So,
Okay.
but we'll deal with that this winter.
To kind of go back to the chairperson comments, now that you updated on Brentwood about getting chip sealed, I know a lot of the roofs are happening now. Like our roof is gonna be Tuesday. Miller's is already done, Duncan's, I mean, there's signs everywhere down there, so I don't know how that's gonna look with what dates people are getting their roofs done, if they need them done, but there might be a lot of vehicles and stuff on that road.
Yeah, and, we can either do it now or August. It's just that anybody's been on the board for a while, know we've done chip seal in August, and it's been
It doesn't take long to
No,
do it, but it's,
and I can, like, again, we'll try to get out there, and I know the different contractors out there. I can try to work with them and let them know, and it's the chip seal them television is probably gonna be a day. But It's just a matter of, it's gonna be an inconvenience, but I'll try to do the best we can to.
and most of those people got long enough driveways that, the dumpsters and stuff will be in the driveway and stuff, so.
No, I know it's definitely there's never a good time on that, but
And it might hail.
Yeah,
Any agenda items for next meeting? Mine's pre-budget. I guess just an update. It'll probably be finalized. Maybe we can just kind of look back and see positives, pros and cons or whatever on the DOT project. Anybody have anything for the agenda items next month? I don't know. Then the next meeting. Yeah, people's vacations, baseball will be done.
For one of these.
July 24th. 31st. I don't know what it works for.
24th works for me.
We can do the 24. What time do you guys want to do it?
This works good for me but it's up to you guys.
What's the 24th of Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
I know people complain about having early meetings because if somebody wanted to be here and they're working or whatever, but this works good. We don't have a lot.
Right.
We're not
Ben does a good job.
a
notifying
committee
everyone.
where people want to come and per se.
Does 10 o'clock work?
We'll do 10 o'clock. No, Joe complains about it, but, on the 24th. Anybody have anything else?
Nope.
Easy peasy. Without objection, I'll adjourn the meeting at 10:30.